Yo, what's up, Facebook?
What's up, Facebook?
Welcome to Rock One-on-One with Sonny Von Cleveland in the 720 studios. With me, as will always be, Cooter of the South Carolina Hubfuckers, and the one and only Bury the Ashes frontman and the other band frontman.
Yeah, the other band.
I don't even know the name.
He who shall not be named from
The
yesterday.
band that shall not be named.
Still a secret.
Mike, Sandy,
hello.
720 Studios. For one of these days I'm gonna bring him in for an interview and we'll go through the whole Mike Sandy, Sonny Von Cleveland history. And then those of you that don't know will know why this is so goddamn funny.
I mean, dude, I have some time, bro.
All right. We may do that later, but right now, this is the secondary installment from yesterday with Adam Dukes when we had him on the show, and he described the situation surrounding Fit for a Funeral. Michael Wilkes is joining. What's up, brother? Timothy Munson is watching. Ian Lynn. I fucking love Ian Lynn. Him and his old lady, you guys are awesome as shit. Oh,
Rain Bastion.
Get on here and share.
Grindy ones.
Make sure you all smash that share button for me. Tonight's show is brought to you by Cloud9 Accessories. Right there.
What are you doing over there?
Let me share that real quick. Brought to you by Cloud9 Accessories. Make sure you get all your tobacco smoking needs from right there. From Cloud9 Accessories. I told you that's right. All right. So
this is the rebuttal.
This is the rebuttal.
What's
Round
up,
two. Ding. Ding. Right. We got Megan in here and then Remy shows up. Remy is actually supposed to show up soon.
Yeah, this is crazy.
It's good. You never know what tonight can bring. So
this is the first of 3 bands that I've been caught up in.
Right. I think Cooter has a new fan with Mike Wilkes. Mike Wilkes doesn't know who Cooter was yesterday, and then all of a sudden, Cooter, Hubblefucker. You got to meet him in person. He's amazing. One of my best friends. He's my absolute best friend on the entire planet, for sure. And Mike Daughtry. What about Mike? Oh, okay, yeah. Well, if we get Mike Daughtry, Mike, open invitation. Come out. Go to 720.
Open invitation, brother.
So, round two. Here we go. You have seen the video, I presume, the interview.
Yes.
And you wish to reply.
All right. So I have a lot of stuff going on right now. I have Bury the Ashes, constantly working on that. Yes, absolutely.
Keeping count.
I worked very closely with Metal Mafia when they were working on their album. And
shout out to Metal Mafia.
Shout out to Metal Mafia. They're my dudes for sure.
Forward up.
And I was asked multiple times over the past, I don't know, 3 or 4 months before I joined Fit for a Funeral to join. The reason why I didn't join in the first place was because of my schedule with Bury the Ashes. It just didn't make sense for me to be working on Bury the Ashes stuff 16 hours a day and then having to worry about one other band.
Right, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot to chew.
It's a lot on a plate.
So what ended up happening is I joined the band and we played through some old Fit stuff.
I've got to let them play that.
And yeah, it just, we felt better as the band that we were, not trying to rehash the old stuff. So we ended up writing some new things that worked better for the lineup that we were doing.
Right.
God, man, this is very unlike me, and I fucking hate that an individual has put any member of any of my camps in a position where this has to happen.
No doubt. It's such a shitty thing.
It is.
In a band when, again, if you know the history, with everybody sitting in this room.
It's messed up. But at the same time, at the end of the day, we're trying to make something that was once a hobby at a point in our lives in the past a business. And
no doubt.
So, and see, I'm already shaking because I'm so pissed off about this whole thing.
But again, this is a healthy forum and a
It
great
is.
way to get it off your chest.
It
Get
is.
out, you know what I mean? So that
I'm not here to trash anybody. I'm not here to say anybody wasn't good enough. I'm here to state facts first. Okay. Fact number one.
you see, like, just because I'm stoned again, but you totally went from like talking to God voice. Like, all right, so
Right.
check this shit out. Facts, right? Hashtag facts.
Like, oh, okay. So
Coffee and beer.
fact number one is, yes, there were reasons beyond Adam doing the ultimate thing that he did to be let go. Yes, absolutely. We were waffling on some reasons, but at the end of the day, like I was the one that sent that text to him that he woke up to. Because we discussed it as a band. I'm like, all right, you know what, fine, fuck it. I will send the text because I don't want to sit here for weeks and like maybe waffle back and forth. We need to make a decision on this right now. I was the catalyst in that. Yes. Was I intending to usurp a band? Absolutely not. Was I intending to steal a band name and make money off of it? Absolutely not. I told my band members in the beginning, if we did this, the whole rebrand was going to happen immediately. That was my stance on that from the beginning. Ask anyone in my band. I am not
Which band?
The band that.
the band that was fit for a funeral.
Okay.
We're still on that one.
God damn it, there's so many.
You're doing pretty good, actually. I mean, this is good. This is what it's for.
Okay.
You know,
Fact number two. When you don't show up for practice and you are confronted about showing up to practice, you can't lash out and attack the people who are there every single time, no matter what their circumstances are. You have to be there.
Gotta be in practice. Practice.
One or two every now and then,
Practice.
fine. I have missed two, and you know what? I scheduled those two missed practices weeks in advance and made sure that we could get in an extra practice. Like, we have deadlines and we have things that we need to get out there.
Obligations.
There are obligations, absolutely.
No doubt.
And not only to people that are expecting it from this, it's we have obligations to ourselves to make sure that we are tight enough musicians to go out and perform a product that we are trying to present. Now, if you have one person, now listen, we had this problem in a band, which we may or may not get into. If you have somebody that is constantly not around, okay, I don't care if it's, 4 or 5, like he says, whatever, that's lowballing it. But the fact of the matter is, you need to be there so you can start a vibe with the people you're making music with. So if you come to one practice and then all of a sudden you're like, what do you mean you changed this part? Well, yeah, dude, we're not obligated to spend time.
All right, before we transition to that subject, Timothy Munson has made a comment about the practice.
Okay.
Would you rather someone come to band practice or go to work and make money to survive? In my opinion, work comes first, so I can survive. Plain and simple, dude. You are grown enough to know that. Just saying.
Absolutely. And I agree with that 100%. If that is a point, though, if you, like, this is my career. This is my career. This is what I do for a living. Okay?
No doubt. Go ahead.
If you have an opportunity to be in a professional band that will make money, okay, great. The other guys in my band have actual 9-to-5 jobs. I'm the only one that does this for a living. The fact that someone can say that they don't have enough money to go to work or go to practice, if that's your life situation, dude, maybe you gotta sit there and make a decision.
That is a fact, what he is saying. Like, in this business, you have to make that decision. If you're going to commit to this, it is what it is. You've made the commitment. Everything else, like, you either get up and go work your fucking 9-to-5 and you don't bitch about it, just go do it, like Michael Wilkes, who works 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, and still makes it to practice. Or you don't be in a fucking band that demands professionalism.
Absolutely.
Or if you, and I'm not speaking on this situation at all, I'm speaking in a general term about being in a professional band. You want to be a local band, you want to be a small band that just goes out visit for a hobby, cool, you can do that kind of shit. If you want to be a professional band that's trying to launch your career to the next level and try to make this a career, a professional career, it takes 190 fucking % dedication.
Absolutely. And I've turned this since the Grim Trigger days. I've been on my own and I've created a career from nothing in 3 months. And if I feel like if I can do that, okay, why can't I have those standards for the people that I'm working with?
And when you have someone in a band that sacrifices every fucking thing, and I mean everything, to get where you are, to take it to where you believe it needs to go and how you want to do it.
Hi, I'm that fucking guy.
Every other member of the band owes the respect to every other member of the band that sacrifices to pull your goddamn weight, no matter what, to make deadlines, to all that shit. We're not going to keep going on. Let me shut up because this is on him.
Yeah, I mean, the deadline, look, at the end of the day, you show up and do your job, or you aren't a part of the organization that you're working for. That's what it is. I bypass feelings and go where the right business moves are. The right business move in this case happened to be, all right, I guess 4 of us are going to quit the band. That's essentially what happened. 4 of us quit.
Did you talk about maybe doing it that way? Like, okay, let's not fire Adam. Let's just quit the band. Did you think about that? Did you do that?
Yeah, we did think about that, but we wanted to retain one of the members.
Just asking a question.
Yes.
No doubt.
That is a whole different subject. That is something that, if this were to fucking keep going on and on and on, which I hope this is dead by the end of this, because the whole thing is just BS. But if it were to continue, there are other grievances from other members. Like, this is my standpoint alone. This isn't the personal bullshit or anything. This is a business standpoint, because this is how I run my life. My life are my 2 bands, and that's what I rely on to keep going in life. So I'm going to treat it as it's my business, because it is.
Douglas Bruder says, I'm not on either side. My thing is just change the name and keep moving forward, because people are going to see that band as certain.
That's fine. I didn't see the current fit for a funeral as fit for a funeral. I wanted to change the name to begin with.
You didn't see fit to keep the name? Sorry, bad pun.
Didn't see fit.
Sorry,
to keep
bad
it
pun.
fit.
Bad pun.
Like, straight up, dude. Like, that was
awesome.
That was
why I
the-
love that motherfucker.
that was the 3rd incarnation, if you will, of this band.
Well,
With
It's
like
band
100
dudes.
different members, dude.
Like I said yesterday, it's the band that.
This is a totally different band than any other fit lineup. I mean, it was due for a rebrand in the first place. Fine, keep the name. I have no intention of having Fit for Funerals as my band name. That's fine, keep it. I don't want it.
And there's that.
There's that.
Any other questions or comments?
I have a question.
Shoot.
My question is, was there previous grievances stressed to Adam?
Yes.
That's all I needed to know.
This wasn't any news. It didn't blindside him. We did discuss things that, I mean, as band members, we are very candid with each other. We don't give a shit how each other feels
It wasn't
in that
an
room.
ambush then.
Right. We sit there, and if Josh plays a part that we don't like, Josh, do it better. If Mike's playing a part that I hear something different in, Mike, try this. If it doesn't work, we won't do it. But if it sounds cool, keep it.
Right.
We're
You
very
have to.
fucking candid with
You
each
have
other.
to. That's with shout out to Mike Abbott and Toulouse, who has brought that philosophy to our band.
Like, bypass feelings. This is, you know, you put your pride aside for the greater
This
good.
little motherfucker will just look at you and be like, dude, that sucked.
Good.
Don't do
I'm
that.
glad you have somebody in your band that will
It's
do
like,
that.
and I was like, hey, that sucked. Don't do that. Oh, yeah, hey, this is actually not hard to say, hey, that sucked, don't do that. And you see that nobody else loses control. Nobody's like, oh, what? This is a business with grown ass men. If you can't be a grown ass man and take some criticism and resolve conflict within your band,
Right.
communicate to resolve it, you're not gonna succeed ever in this.
So when we would approach and be like,
Ever.
look,
And again, I'm not talking about that situation. I'm
right,
talking
this is in general, but this directly applies.
Right.
But, you know, in that exact situation, there's a sock there and it just distracted the fuck out of me.
It's a bachelor pad, bro. There ain't no fucking females in this motherfucker.
But yeah, I don't know.
That was so chauvinistic. Now hold on. That is not what I meant on any level. Just for an FYI, I didn't say, you know, like, chicks, you gotta clean and all that. But
He's saying that the.
I'm not saying don't do that either.
Unfortunately.
Listen, I
I love
sat there and I
Love
watched
you.
last night's interview with Adam Dukes and
Douglas Bruce said make it unfit for a film.
hey, right, there we go. But
Am
and
I
he
hot?
sat
Am I
right
seeing
here in
you
this
all
exact
together?
spot and broke that fucking chair. And what he did is say, fuck you guys. Thanks, Adam. Thank you so much.
Corey,
Because I tried to get this to a point, you were like, let's do a revival. Let's get this band to a pro level. All right, fine, let's do it. 2 weeks, not even 2 weeks into it. Oh shit, this is moving a lot faster than I thought. Adam, this is what you wanted. You hired a bunch of people that work at a certain pace. Let's fucking do it that way. Fine, great. Then all of a sudden, he starts just dropping off the face of the planet.
Yeah, that's not cool. Don't do that. Don't drop off the face of the planet.
Work at a pace, keep up, or get the fuck out of the way.
Like the Grip Trigger song says, you either stand up or lay the fuck down. It's a new one. Be ready. It's coming.
Yeah.
Corey
Grim
Podolsky,
Trigger song.
it's pretty dumb. Corey Podolsky says, am I high? Or am I seeing the three of y'all together in one place? Oh, face.
You're probably
Glad to
high.
see y'all in the same room together. Hope it's all good. Forward now.
It's just as weird for us as it is for you.
You know what? We are trying to also be an example of what professionalism is. We are trying to, you know, in this business, this is a great way to segue into the topic that we were discussing earlier about, real quick, Kyle Kavanaugh said, some people can't accept criticism even if it's constructive. That is so true. I had a big problem with it for a long time until I was able to do that. You have to be able to accept criticism. You can always get better. Someone else's opinion and point of view within your band should always be listened to and taken with a grain of salt, but taken, you know, business-wise.
Seriously.
Don't take it to heart. If, you know,
Well, speaking of business, and this is pretty much the last thing I have to say on it. As far as the borrowing money goes, if you look up the definition of borrowing,
or just do karaoke.
it requires you to ask permission first or to let someone know that it's happening. Now, when you're borrowing from a band fund,
Steve Watson, I want you on here.
it would require
Open invitation.
the band to have the money first and not to be taken as an advance. Like in a company, if you are stealing, like perfect example, all right? I used to run a business. I ran an auto shop for a long time, and somebody took a 20 out of the drawer and brought it back the next day because they needed gas. I fired them because I can't trust them. So at that point,
That's fun.
I mean, just ask. Just ask. Why is that hard? Okay? And I hate to put it out there like that, Adam, but you put it out there and then said fuck you to me and to the rest of the guys in the band that you wanted to put together. So I am sorry that it ended this way, but I'm not sorry that it ended at all. So take your apology and shove it up your ass.
Ooh. Don't drop the mic. Look, Jerome would kill me if you drop the mic. That would be embezzlement, says Kyle Kavanaugh. Doug Bruder says you should invite Steve and Rick to the show. That would be epic. there is an open invitation for Skinny and Stitch. If you want to come down, come on down, man. Let's talk music. Absolutely, there's no issue there at all. This is professional, man. You gotta be able to put conflicts to the side. I love the whole camp over there. Those guys are awesome. Jace, you're small, but awesome. You're awesome.
But you know what?
You should invite Steve.
This
drops the mic.
Is a
Don't
method for discussion. This is where people can air grievances.
Right.
This is where people can talk.
Right.
Because
But
you know what?
Listen,
And Cooter and
I would not
will
have agreed to do this.
and not give half a shit and just be free.
And anybody that actually knows me knows I would never agree to do anything like this. But we were called out, and like I'm not okay with that. You want to put our business on Front Street?
Johnny Vincenzo, make sure, time out, you tune in tomorrow night to Rock 101 Sunday Fun Cleveland as we have Johnny Vincenzo from the Valvomatics live in studio for the actual show, Rock 101 Sunday Fun Cleveland, where we will go through his top 5 or so songs that have influenced his life. Mom says, Jill Sesser says, people think that you owe them. They don't know how to ask. And, well, you know what?
Well, there was a point
That is
made that,
huge thing.
oh, the band doesn't pay me, but work pays me. Well, the fucking band doesn't pay me either, and I'm still there.
I paid my fucking band, I think.
Bury the Ashes pays. Fit's not there yet, but I mean, I'm sorry, not Fit.
Band formerly known as Fit.
Mike Wilkes said, Mike Sandy, aka Mr. Steal Your Band.
Fuck you, Mike.
I have to say, some of the memes that I've seen are fucking genius. They're classic. They are fucking classic. The one with Vince McMahon was fucking funny. I love it when people do this. That's the negative side of the industry that doesn't bother me. Like the GT memes that they like to make. Somebody stepped in shit and rim trigger. I thought that was great because the first thing I saw was like, is that a grip trigger shoe? That's a great idea. I'm like, they mean that's the turd because grip trigger shit. I get that. But, and then we turn around and sell, 50 tickets to a show in Dayton, 4 hours away. Shit show. But anyway.
Wow, look at you, Flex.
I just, you know what? There comes a point in time where you have to be proud of what the fuck you do. You know what I mean?
And I am. I try to
You
be.
have to be. There's no way you can't be.
Right.
Because
just wait until this PTA shit
I'm
drops.
telling you what, aside from everything personal, on a business level, there's nothing to do but respect your hustle.
Well, thank you.
You work your ass off. You took a negative and turned it into an absolute fucking positive. You took your talents and you applied them and you worked and you bust your fucking ass, man. You can't say that. Mike Wendell says, I'm at a venue running a show, but I had to say, fuck Mike said.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Mike. Yeah, it takes a real piece of shit to steal band members. God, Mike.
Okay, it was
Red Trigger hot sauce. Go get that shit, Johnny. It'll light your ass up. I hope you've been enjoying that bottle, my friend.
My intention was not to steal the band. My intention was to come in and be a band. It just happened to work out this way.
I don't.
At the same time that I stole Chip Weber from Metal Mafia. I didn't steal him from them. He's still in that band, I think. I don't know. You have to ask him. I don't really talk to him a lot.
I don't think anybody sets out with ill intention.
No, absolutely not.
You know what I mean?
I feel like I am working with the best musicians that I have the access to. Not to say that there are better musicians. I'm saying that in this area, I'm working with the top tier people. And I'm very, very happy about it.
Mike Wilkes said he farts on you at practice.
Twice.
I am so sorry that you had to admit that.
Does he fart on you at practice?
I don't know, maybe.
Does he go over you, hey Mike, we hold this for me?
This just got way grosser than I thought it would.
Now we're
Let's
getting to the
see.
nitty-gritty.
Johnny Vincenzo, I have it, bro. I hope you're enjoying that hot sauce, man. I hope it's It's burning your asshole, because that's what it was intended to do. Carolina Reaper and Ghost Pepper made by the amazing Mr. Roscoe. Mike Wendell said, your next intention is to get on your knees and say sorry to the ones you stole peppers from.
Well, here's something that I will tell Bob Hacker.
Ooh.
Your guy is not my guy.
Sorry.
And I hope that salt tastes good. Ouch.
Is that Pepsi salt?
Yeah, I think so. No, those are bad
Is that
salts.
Morton?
Those are bad
Is it
salts,
Morton?
bro.
Morton sauce is made right here. Morton sauce.
Sauce.
Morton sauce.
Sauce.
Morton
Morton
sauce.
The salt is thick.
Right here in fucking Mount Headland, Ohio. Michael Wilkes is laughing.
He should be.
Or with us.
See, Mike Wilkes was marked safe from the Bury the Ashes takeover and the My City Jacks Your Band.
John Kavanaugh says Metal Mafia stole Chip from Fit for a Funeral, and Fit for a Funeral version 3.0 stole it back. Is that technically borrowing?
Yes, I guess.
Technically, that
Based
was-
on what was said last night, yes.
Technically, that's all. All right, so once again, as I've said, I am totally independent in this situation. I love both you and Adam Dukes. You guys are both some of my oldest friends here in Ohio. And, you know, things happen inside of a band, and the ability to separate business from friendship is something that everybody in this business needs to learn. You have to understand how to do that. I had to learn it the hard way because I fucked up and allowed my emotions, even though I preached all the time about not letting that happen. I allowed it to happen. Very hypocritical. But it's a learning process. Again, you know, without going into my story, you know, I'm relatively new to all this, and I've made some mistakes along the way. But it's always been about the way you respond to mistakes and having the ability to admit that shit and come back, like with you. You know what I mean? I fucked up a lot, and with both of you guys, these guys are two of my best friends that I've ever had in my life. And, you know, I've made mistakes with both of them, and I'm lucky enough to still be able to, you know, have these guys in my life. And it means a lot to me. Aside from that, we don't conduct business together. At the moment.
At the moment.
We don't do business together because we had a difference in business. We saw something different. I had a vision that I wanted to implement and continue going. You had a vision that you wanted to do or wanted to work with. And in my heart, I had this instead of just relenting and saying, okay, let's mold this and take our ideas and push it. No, this is my idea. I'm going to push this my way. And I'm a fucking asshole for that. I get it. I can't change it. All I can do is learn from it and grow from it. However, the one thing you have to respect about all of it is that we both rise up from those situations and make the best of it and continue to apply. And that, I think, is the definition of passion. You know, some people, when they go through it, they quit. They just walk away. They go sulk their fucking head, bury their head in the sand. And
I went bury the ashes instead.
walk-
You know, we walked through fire and then
bury the
I buried the ashes.
And again, I can't come out with a song like Rise or a song like, you know, about standing up and fighting and then tuck tail and run because something got complicated. I can't do that. And nobody in this business, you can't do that. You have to stick in and try to fight with integrity. And if you fuck up, admit it. Just own that shit. And it's not so hard to say I'm sorry if you fuck up. One of the things I respect, this motherfucker still will not apologize to me.
Nope.
Because he did what he believed. And you have to respect that no matter what. At the end of the day, you have to respect that. Because somebody will, that's just integrity. I stand for what borrowing the ashes.
Sorry, I interrupted. That's
All right,
funny.
that's gotta be the next meeting.
Mike
Send me
Wells,
that shit.
you are a dick.
That is
You need to
funny.
go. You need to start working 10-hour days and come over here and get on the fucking show.
That was hilarious, brother. That's why I said.
That's awesome. Basically, just don't be a dick, man. That's all. You know, and when you are wrong, get that. Hi, Sheena Turner. Hi, Miss the Turner family. We still remember you guys. Hi.
What's up, Garrett?
Garrett Street!
Yeah, man. What a fuck.
Garrett, I love you, right? I love Garrett, but some of the shit you write is fucking hilarious, man.
This dude,
You can
All right,
fuck me
so-
up sometimes.
some days I'll be having like a really bad day, and then all of a sudden Garrett will like text me, and then I'll open it, and then it's just a picture of his fucking dog, and it's great. It cheers me up.
It's classic. We love Garrett Tree. You are an amazing, amazing human being. We love you. Let's see. Mike Wilson, I'll be there soon. Fucking A.
Come on down, hang out, man.
Get here before I go to work, or don't, and then just hang out. I don't. It is what it is. Douglas Bruder, if you're in your 30s and not talking things, that's just talking.
I know.
Talking things serious. Yeah, it is taking things serious. Get a different profession.
Absolutely.
Douglas Bruder. Absolutely. Well said. Even though you're a sorry ass Michigan fan, you make a great point. Wolverines suck.
Yeah, and like, and I know that he's not watching it right now because he's just not, but he will be. I'm gonna watch it a couple times. That's fine. And I get it. There are some things, Adam, that break you as a man and as a musician, and it is time.
Yeah, I'm strong.
It is time in life to maybe sort that out and find out which is which and which is worth fighting for.
We are subpar.
Thank you.
The light in my face makes me almost go invisible.
Sorry. All right. Well, is there anything more you want to add to that?
Yeah, dude, Bury the Ashes. Bury the Ashes is like dropping some shit soon. So we just announced that Chip Weber's in the band.
Chip Weber
He's the drummer.
is the drummer.
I'm going to be announcing another member Monday.
Come Monday.
So,
new member announcement from Bury the Ashes coming Monday.
and maybe we'll add another band to the list that I'm dipping into.
Ooh.
Maybe these names are real. Maybe they're
All
real.
right, you're gonna get jumped.
Probably. Listen, this shit is
All
awesome,
them
right?
Browns.
So our
Oh,
first
you do?
single is going to be called Darker Side, and you probably be looking like May-ish, somewhere around there for a release on that. And then the debut show is at the Outpost in Kent, June 22nd. Tickets are $20, VIP's $50. Get a whole bunch of merch shit and
$50 though for your first show. God damn. You
no VIP package. You
Right.
get
Jesus.
everything,
Like what?
dude.
What do you get?
Okay, you get the full merch package. You get
Hand job.
No,
from Sunny. I'll make sure that we get that set up.
I'm only using 3 fingers.
And there's a couple other little perks that
Velociraptor.
you know. Yeah, no, the merch package is well over the $50. But you get early entrance to the
I was
show.
gonna say, because I'm like, God damn, these motherfuckers got some fucking balls, man. $50. Yeah,
No, it's
that's
that's
makes
not
sense.
balls.
You got a bunch of
Yeah.
you got a bunch of them. It's worth.
Yeah, definitely. So June 22nd at
Douglas
the
Bruder can
Outpost.
play the tambourine.
It's Bury the Ashes, Wolf Hunters, Grimy Ones, St. Luke, When We Return, Black the Sun. Oh, if you want to be the asshole that like can't remember the entire bill.
Daniel Guthrie says that your newest member reveal of Monday is Corey Taylor.
Yes.
Michael Wilkes says, I want to interview Cooter. Don't we all?
Fuck yeah, dude. That's very true. I'd love to interview.
Hashtag Sandy Double Bits.
What?
yes.
Hashtag Sandy Double Bits.
Sandy Two Bands.
Sandy Two Man.
Two
Jesus
bands.
Christ.
That's funny.
All right.
Considering-
Bury the Ashes, Wolf Hunters, Grimy Ones, When We Return, St. Luke, Black the Sun, Casey Zanes, Dying Desolation, DB Koopa, Birdcat, Assault, Brothers Keeper, Lake Erie Mafia.
DB Coop, I heard on the list. Hell yeah.
DB Coop, what it is, what it was, and what it will be.
Oh yeah, this show is stacked, dude. So $20 general.
be
admission,
there,
You're gonna
get
get
there.
like almost 20 bands, to be honest with you.
Where's this?
It's at the Outpost, 2 stages,
Nice.
it's all ages. Bring the fam, man.
In case you're not sure, that's Kent Outpost.
Yeah, and today's show has also been not sponsored, but we'd like to give special recognition out to Alone and Waiting.
I was gonna make.
They're looking for a drummer, they're looking for a bass player. If you play either of those instruments and your name is not Mike Sandy, Go,
You asshole.
I could not help that. Go down and apply to Mike Daughtry or Jonah or John Dawson. Hit those guys up and let's get all the way back on the stage. Anything else, guys? I'm sure the night is young. It's Saturday.
I'm due for another beer. I know that.
Well, I don't know, man.
Tea for a Brucey.
I'm glad to be able to sit in the same room with you.
Right.
That tension was
Tiki's.
I don't know if I
Tiki's
popped it.
tickets on sale now with Grim
Oh yeah, Grim Sugar. Woo.
Graham Cracker.
Graham Cracker.
Graham Cracker's in the house.
Jesus, that was a crazy fucking night, man. Oh my god.
All right, you guys be good. We are out of here. Let me know in the comments or whatever after the show here, what you think about this type of platform for positive resolution. Again, Rock One-on-One with Sonny Von Cleveland was designed to bring in bands, members of bands, individuals, to bring in the songs that mean the most to you, that help you, influence you in life. It's like rock therapy was the goal. And that still is what that is. So this impromptu interview with you and Adam, if it's something you guys like seeing, if it's something you think is positive and can help the scene, because again, the scene in this area is amazing.
This whole thing might be completely toxic. It might be, but you gotta let us know.
Right. If it's like, dude, you're fucking stirring the shit pot, dickhead, knock it off. I don't think that's the case, but if that's what you think, let me know that. Go ahead and tell me that. I promise I'm just gonna say.
I mean, you are, but at the same time, like giving somebody the ability to defend themselves the next day.
Well,
right.
There has been drama on the scene since before I showed up.
And since before we were alive.
And it's like,
They're old.
We're old.
Thank you for that. People need to freaking get past it. I mean,
yeah, you have to. You gotta let it go, and you gotta move forward. There's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna try to hold you back, and it's.
There'll be a lot of people that try to stir that.
I guess the thought behind it is it's better than a bunch of people bashing each other out on Facebook because nobody knows. Because you're gonna have Mike Sandy fans, you're gonna have Adam Dukes fans, and if the Adam Dukes and Mike Sandy haven't said anything out of their own mouth about it, everybody's gonna assume shit. You know how the whole Peter said, Paul said shit. I mean, I think I just made that up.
Peter said,
But,
Paul said.
Right. If stop filtering with the pop filter. I know I'm like a nervous Nelly over here, Josh. I'm like, oh my god. Right. If I lost my taste, Josh. I was so on.
That was perfect. Thank you,
You
Josh.
just totally shut me down, man. That's a big move. But yeah, I think it's just so much better than allowing people to just run off and say, "Oh well, he said it," and then it gets twisted 100 different ways.
Yeah,
Next thing you know, that you're dividing the scene. We don't want to do that. We want every show that all these local bands do here. We want to pack these shows, and this is what these people work for. They bleed, they sweat for this shit. They go through all this shit that we're going through right now to do what we love to do and to entertain people.
For the record, if you really want to call me a douchebag on social media, make sure that you're not jamming my shit constantly.
That is counterproductive.
What the fuck?
That's like most of the Nickelback haters. They're like, fuck Nickelback.
He knows.
He knows Nickelback.
I like Nickelback. I admit it. And Creed.
I like.
All right, so thanks for tuning in, everybody. We got all that done and out the way. Maybe it'll be good, maybe it won't. If these gentlemen wish to talk about it, hey, I think it's cool, man. You guys
Keep the comments rolling, man. You guys can talk about this all fucking night. I'm
Yeah,
done.
yeah,
I'm
listen,
done talking about
yeah.
this shit.
Now it's just everybody knows the facts, so you can refer back to that shit. You heard what Adam said. You heard what he said. There it is.
And
Make
I
your own
will assure
conclusions.
you that I speak for my entire band.
Well, there you go. Draw your own conclusions. Be your own judge. And there you go. There's no reason to, I guess it can stifle all the shit talking that goes on the purge turkey because it's not, well, he said this, no, he didn't. It's on the fucking video. Go watch it. Well, he said, no, he didn't. It's on the fucking video. Go watch it.
And go share it.
Oh, and that ego you think I have, that's work, bro.
Work. So thank you all for tuning in. Thank you so much, Mike Sandy. Thank you, Adam Dukes.
Fuck off, Mike Wells.
These guys, Mike Wilkes.
I know,
Mike is
you've
a
been making me
douchebag.
laugh.
All right, y'all be cool. Tune in tomorrow night at 8 p.m. I have Johnny Vincenzo from the Double Guys, Rockwell. This is live from the 720 Studios, brought to you by Cloud9 Accessories for all your tobacco smoking needs.
Yeah, tobacco.
Cloud9 Accessories. He said, what kind of-